Hey, welcome back everybody to Larry's Fountain Pen. I'm Larry, and today I'm going to give you two of my favorite pens. Now, for newbies that are getting into the fountain pen world, or people that have just stepped into it from the newbie to the next step, and before you get to that next level, I call them baby steps, you might be ready for some of these pens. These pens are in the mid-range to a little bit on the upper mid-range. But these are two of my favorite pens. And did you ever, for anybody out there that's watching the video, have so many pens that sometimes you forget to use some of the pens, and then when you go back and you remember, oh, that pen, I remember, and you ink it up, but it's been so long that you've used it, you get that sensation like, wow, what a pen, how did I ever forget it? Well, this is what happened to me. But here are some cool pens that I like a lot for me. The top one is the Waterman Kareem, the Marine Amber, really beautiful fountain pen. It's lacquered with gold-plated trim, and it's got the 18K medium nib. The length of the pen is 5.67 inches and weighing in at 33.6 Gs. I would call that a semi-hooded nib, but it had the nib in place into the feed and grip. But it looks like a Star Trek kind of emblem to me. I don't know why, but it does. And the pen does post, but you know, it has, like I said, a really nice gold nib on it. And you can unscrew the barrel, and it comes with a ink converter. A very nice pen. And I think the price of these pens are around $2, somewhere in there. I got this pen back in 2017, I believe. Somewhere back then. And then another really cool and great pen is, of course, the Diplomat. And this is the Diplomat Excellence. And the weight of this pen is 42.8 Gs. And they're just about the same length. One is a little bit heavier than the other, but not extremely heavy. They feel really well in my hand. They're well balanced. They're very good fountain pens. You know, they don't skip. They write extremely well, the way I like a nib to write. I like the color. I like the feel, the clip. I like the chrome trim on the Diplomat, as well as the gold-plated trim on the Waterman. The silver trim on the Diplomat. Really a nice fountain pen with the Diplomat logo on top of the finial there. And, of course, it has, you know, Waterman on the band here and Diplomat on the band here. Just some really extremely great fountain pens that I really enjoy using a lot. So what I want to do now is I want to just write a little bit and let you see how these pens write. For me, they work really well. Now remember, we all are different, right? Some people may not like them. Some people may say they're okay. But for me, they're great pens. And they are affordable. And that's what I like. I like a nice, affordable, great fountain pen. And this is the Waterman. And this is the
Audacious?
I think red, I believe, ink. Yeah, let me make sure I got the right one. because I always get confused with one of the Pilot inks. Yeah, that's it. The Audacious red ink. A stiff nib. It doesn't have any flex to it. No, upside down. You can get some writing out of it. And you can probably get a fine line out of that, but I don't ever use my pens upside down. There are some people that do, that like to, but I don't. This is really a nice fountain pen. Nice and wet. I have other Watermans that I will be showing you later, but this is, I believe, one of the Watermans that helped me start my journey into the Waterman fountain pen world, and I'm glad I got it. Now, this other little jewel is the Diplomat. How I got into this one, I started out in the lower level of the Diplomats. I believe they were like under 20 bucks, something like that. The stainless steel, plastic version that I really did like. And now remember, just because a pen costs 5, 10, 20 bucks doesn't mean it's a bad pen, right? The Diplomat, those pens I liked well enough that I wanted to venture out and get a higher level pen, meaning I wanted a gold nib. So I saw this one on eBay, and it had some weight to it, and it's nice metal lacquered and shines real nice, and it does post very securely. And it does have this one has a gold nib on it as well. This is a 14K gold nib. And it writes really, really well. So these are two of my great pens in my collection that I've been using. And I've had, I don't know, many of my viewers have asked me what pens would I recommend once they've been in that lower part of the newbie world. They're coming in and they're ready to make a big step, not a giant step, but a big step for a gold nib. And I did email them back and forth with some people, and I told you might want to take some baby steps and work your way up to it, but they were ready to do a gold nib. So I said, okay, here are a couple of two great pens with gold nibs and affordable. I believe I got this one for about $160 off eBay, and this one, I don't know, below 200, or was it 229? Could have been 229 maybe, back in 2017. So I hope this helps you make a decision if you're ready for a gold nib and how much money you want to spend on one. And if you like a pen, you know, with some weight, and if you like the gold-plated trim or the chrome trim, trying to give you some different looks and different styles of pen that I own, and maybe that can help you with your journey on fountain pens. Now, they may not be these pens, but it may give you an idea of other pens you may be interested in. It's your money, so use it wisely. And I hope you get the pen that you've been wanting. Take care. Leave your comments below. Remember, the Diplomat Excellence and the good old Waterman Kareem. Great fountain pens. Both have gold nibs. This is a 14K, 18K. Both medium nibs, both wet. Nice, juicy, wet nibs. That's it, folks. Hey, thanks for joining me. I'll holler at you later. Take care, folks. Bye.